group that the session is started, they could join. So some more devotees may join, that will be a great help for them. So yeah, hopefully you are able to hear me. If you are able to hear me, let me know by writing in the chat box. Able. Okay, that's good. Thank you. So today is 26th of December 2022. आज 26 दिसंबर है. और this December month is celebrated throughout the whole world by devotees. They distribute Bhagavad Gitas. They come out from their comfort zone and they distribute Bhagavad Gitas. So yesterday we had this distribution effort. We distributed 38 Bhagavad Gitas in just at one place in city center. So it was very powerful experience. Devotees distributing Bhagavad Gita, and Bhagavad Gitas were going like anything. So and today is also most auspicious disappearance day of Srila Jiva Goswami. Srila Jiva Goswami Prabhupada Jiva disappearance day. Disappearance means going back home actually. So on that occasion, we will discuss and see the glories of Srila Jiva Goswami. So we'll discuss a little bit of the glories of Srila Jiva Goswami today. So who is Srila Jiva Goswami at first hand? Anybody know? Do you have any idea?
No.
I will discuss a little bit with all of you.
In 6 Goswami.
Yeah. Yes.
In 6 Goswami.
In 6 Goswamis. Yeah.
One of the Goswamis.
One of the Goswamis is Srila Jiva Goswami. These 6 Goswamis are one of the primordial missionaries in the lineage of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yeah. So Jiva Goswami is the youngest one who reaches in the mission to establish Krishna consciousness in Vrindavan at the last and the end. So Srila Jiva Goswami, I just like to show you the photo. I think all of you have seen in the group photo of Srila Jiva Goswami. So Srila Jiva Goswami is nice. What do you say? He is of Bhatija. What do you say? Nice, right? So of Srila Rup and Srila Sanatana Goswami. And Rup and Sanatana Goswami had one more brother, and his name was Anupam. Yeah, their name was Anupam. So we know that these 3 brothers were born in a very high class Brahmana family, and even though they were born in the most high class Brahmana family, because they are so much intelligent, and that's why they are so much intelligent that people specifically kingly order were always alarmed about their intelligence. So Nawab Hussain Shah forced them to work under him. Nawab Hussain Shah, he was the tyrannic king of then in Bengal. Nawab Hussain Shah. He is the person who has converted crores of Hindus into Muslim, and that's why, because we see that whole Bangladesh is just product of Nawab Hussain Shah. And then you see, and in Bengal also we see that majority is slowly coming. In some districts, it's like majority, 99% majority, like Murshidabad and such. So this all because all these Hindus were being converted very mercilessly by the influence of, not by the influence of Nawab Hussain Shah himself used to go and do it. Okay. Can you imagine? So that was a time in somewhere in the 14th century. And then this Sanatana Dharma was fully obscured. Nobody used to chant the holy name. And then in that situation, Yada Yada Dharmasya Glanir Bhavati Bharata, what happens? Lord Sri Krishna descends. That was fully covered situation of Indian culture and dharma. We cannot be called Indian culture, Sanatana Dharma. Hindus were not knowing that who were they, what are they supposed to do, and People were being raped and converted and killed and burned their houses by like people coming from outside, like Jamuna soldiers. So then Mahaprabhu appeared. Lord Sri Krishna himself appears as Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he shows the path to the people that what is the line of, what is the path of Dharma. He establishes Harinam Sankirtan. He established Harinam Sankirtan. That was the time when people used to say that, oh, don't chant the names of Lord Hari. If you chant the names of Lord Hari, oh, you will spoil the whole Dharma of the Hindu Dharma. There are still some people, rascals. Yesterday we had this Prabhu was telling, the one fellow was telling that, hey, why you are distributing Bhagavad Gita, man? Hey, by distributing Bhagavad Gita in this way, you are spoiling Hindu Dharma. Can you imagine? So this is the plight of the people. Still, this mentality is existing. So what was there at the time of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we cannot imagine. But a heavy, heavy, deplorable condition. So in that situation, Nawab Hussain Shah ordered this to three of the brothers, Rup, Sanatan, Amar, Santosh and Anupam. Anupam's name was something else. So they were ordered to work under me. So they first they denied, because as soon as you will work under any Muslim ruler, or your master is Muhammadan, then automatically you become Muhammadan. So they were hesitating to join, and he was giving very powerful post of prime minister and chief minister, prime minister and finance minister, but they were hesitating to join. But this Nawab Hussain Shah told, if you do not join my minister cabinet, then what will happen? I will butcher more cows, I will kill more Brahmanas, and I will give suffering to Vaishnavas. So you decide now. Then in that horrible condition, Amar and Santosh and Anupam, they joined Nawab Hussain Shah and they become like Muslim. But inside their heart, they're always longing for the service and glorification of Supreme Lord Hari. His father was always willing that when that day will mind that my sons Amar and Santosh and Anupam will come out of this servitude of this Nawab Hussain Shah. He was praying that, even though he was prime minister and finance minister. Now, can you imagine if anybody gets the post of this prime minister and finance minister of any country? Forget about of Bengal. Practically, he was the prime minister of whole Bengal, Bihar, and whole Bangladesh. Everything was one before. But his father was thinking that why my sons are working in this way? They should be set free, but they can't do anything. They were simply praying. But nowadays we see, if son is working anywhere, any horrible condition, father just want money, पैसा चाहिए बस. बेटा तो कहीं भी खट, तो बूचर खाने में खट, या तो anywhere you do anything, just get money. And before it was not that condition. So they were working like that. So what happened in the due course of time, because of their longing of service to the Supreme Lord, and they were always knowing inside their heart that Lord Sri Krishna himself has appeared as Lord Sri Chaitanya. And they were pleading inside, they were praying that when that day will be mine, that we will able to meet Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Mahaprabhu will deliver us in this way. Mahaprabhu will save us. So that day came, that Mahaprabhu, in his first attempted journey to Vrindavan, he took a different route. So he started from Puri to reach Vrindavan. So he was supposed to go directly, but he went directly. He went first to Jharkhand, and he went toward Bihar. Right? Now Jharkhand was Bihar before. So he went there, that side. Why? Just to meet Rup and Sanatana Goswami, Amar and Santosh, who had been turned into Dabir Khas and Sakar Malik. Their name had been changed. Initiation has been given. So name has been changed. Muslim names. So conversion was then, it was so rampant. So rampant. If you come in any exposure of this rulership, Yavana rulership, then you cannot keep your Sanatana Dharma, I mean, the mode of living. You have to change. They had to change also. But inside the heart, they were always chanting the names of Lord Hari. And after office work, they used to go to home. And in their home, they have set all that Krishna conscious paraphernalia, all that different arrangements, so that they could remember Krishna, like Vrindavan. Big house of Rup Sanatana Goswami, and one place they have made just like Govardhan, one place they have made like Radhakunda, and one place they have made like Syamakunda, like this. And in this way they were discussing Srimad Bhagavatam. So of course, suppose 10 to suppose 4, they were in office, minister office, and after that they used to come to home and they used to immediately pounced upon Srimad Bhagavatam, reading Srimad Bhagavatam, chanting the glories of the Lord, chanting the holy name in association of devotees. So this is the way one should also have our life, right? So we should do our occupational activities, like we have to study, and we, as soon as we get time, we should chant the holy name. Not just as soon as we get time, what we do? We just go for playing PUBG or Sabji or Phauji or Dubji and so many G's. And then Facebook. No man, we don't know how many books or what. Like, hardly we read any book nowadays. People, they won't read, they only read Facebook. Right? So, no, they are not doing that. And so, in meantime, when Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, he came to Ramakeli, there is a place. So there, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was followed by thousands of people, all the way from Puri to Jharkhand, that place, Ramkeli is there, very, very beautiful place called Kanai Natsala. So there, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu reaches there. And thousands of people are thronging toward Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Like mad. Wherever Mahaprabhu is going, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, there is a creation of pathway, national highway. Nothing stays there. All Gachpala, everything gets out of the way.
Tigers also.
Yeah.
Two-legged.
So like this, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is moving. And Nawab Hussain Shah comes to know. Nawab Hussain Shah को पता चलता है क्या कि श्री चैतन्य देव करके कोई व्यक्ति है, वो पुरी से आ रहा है और उसके साथ हजारों लोग वो उनको देखने के लिए आ रहे हैं. और like he was thinking, who is he? He was suspecting, who is this person? So there are so many people that are coming from their home and earth, leaving everything aside, and they are just following Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu like this. So he asked his Prime Minister, Nawab Hussain Shah asked whom? Dabir Khas, I mean Sanatana Goswami, that Dabir Khas, ये शख्स है, कौन है? चैतन्य देव, बताओ ये शख्स क्या है, बोलो. So Sanatana Goswami tells that, Maharaj, Nawab, एक तो मामूली फकीर, एक तो मामूली फकीर আছে. He's just like a normal sadhu, Hindu nomadic Batul sadhu. Oh, don't worry about it. Because why he was telling lie? Sri Sanatana Goswami was knowing that Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself, but he was telling Nawab Hussain Shah in this way because he was suspecting that if Nawab will do any, like Nawab ka dimag kab ghum jaye koi theek nahi. So to keep safeguard Mahaprabhu, he was speaking lie. So this is the lesson we should learn, that for the purpose of protecting Krishna's cause, one should speak lie. There is no problem about that. This is the teaching. This is the lesson we should learn. This is called Paro Dharma, Sanatana Dharma. If for the sake of Krishna cause, if you have to tell lie, then that is more glorious than speaking so-called truth. Yeah. This is what Sanatana Goswami did. He told Nawab Hussain, he's a simple man. He's simple Hindu sadhu. Oh, don't worry about him. Nawab Hussain, what is telling? He's simple sadhu. I give millions of gold coins to my men, but still they are always revolting me. They're not working under me. And this person, he's a simple sadhu. He cannot be simple sadhu. He's the same Allah of mine. Yeah, he proclaimed there. Nawab Hussain Shah, even though he's a meat eater, cow eater, and destroyer of Sanatana Dharma, but he could recognize that he is the same my Allah is coming as Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sanatana Goswami told, oh, you are the representative of Allah. That's why you could understand it. I don't know. But for me, he's so, I don't believe in him. In outside, externally he was saying like this. Can you imagine? And in the dead of night, Rupa and Sanatana Goswami, Anupam, all three brothers, they go to meet with Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the dead of night in the jungle, hidingly. The first they meet with Nitaichandra and Haridas Thakur, and they ask blessings and permission to meet with Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and they go ahead, and Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu keeps his lotus feet upon the head of all the three brothers. And there were tumultuous uproar, Jai, Jai, Jai. And when Rupa and Sanatana Goswami are paying obeisance, they are not paying obeisance closely. They are paying obeisance very far off. They are thinking that we are so fallen, we are so rotten that we are not supposed to be approached, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And they were telling that, oh Lord, please don't come near us. We are so fallen. We are associates of cow eaters. We have done so much atrocities without, unwillingly we have done so many atrocities upon Sanatana Dharma because he was working under Nawab Hussain Shah. Can you imagine? So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu understood everything. Lord Mahaprabhu told that, leave your humility. Your humility is breaking my heart. Please come closer. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepts them and tells them, from today onward, your name is Rupa, Sanatana, and Anupam. You are liberated from the rulership of Nawab Hussain Shah. Lord Sri Krishna has become most merciful upon you. So in this way, Rupa Sanatana, and then Anupam, the big, eldest brother of Rupa Sanatana, was, then he was a grihastha, he was a married man, but a great devotee of the Lord. He was a married man, but great devotee of the Lord. He has one son, a small little son. His name was Jiva, Chota son. And Jiva, from far off in the crowd, he was seeing everything, that how Rupa Sanatana Goswami Anupam is getting blessed by Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He's crying tears. He is having horripilation in his body. And, oh, such a wonderful, wonderful event is taking place now. I am so blessed to have my father Anupam, my uncle like Rupa and Srila Sanatana Goswami. And soon Rupa and Anupam, they leave once again to meet with Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to Puri. And by the way, while going toward Puri, Anupam leaves the body. Anupam, even though he was, devotee of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was great exalted devotee of Lord Sri Ramchandra. He was great exalted devotee of Lord Ramchandra. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told everyone, chant Hare Krishna mantra. He was chanting Hare Krishna mantra, but Krishna was not coming into his mind. Only Rama only was coming. Only Ram. He was so attached. Yeah, somebody is devotee of Lord Ram. Even though he chants Hare Krishna mantra, he will remember Ram only. Because his constitutional position is in Ayodhya, not in Vrindavan. Yeah. So every living entity has their eternal position in particular section of Vaikuntha. Yeah, you cannot, if you tell Hanumanji, can you remember Krishna? He can remember Krishna, but he attached more with Ram than Krishna.
Even Krishna also took the power of Ram.
So it's like that. So Anupam was attached with Lord Ramchandra and he left the body and directly went home back to Godhead. Where? To Saket Dham, Ayodhya. He goes to Ayodhya. And Rupa Goswami is there. When he got the news, Jiva Goswami got the news that his father left. So he was like crushed, smashed, his heart broken. He was not crying. He was crying not because the material attachment of father and son, but he was crying because of loss of association of great devotee, Anupam, his own father. He was crying here. He was also crying for the association of his uncles, Rupa and Sanatana Goswami. He was always crying. A small little boy, Jiva, is crying tears. And now, when Rupa Sanatana Goswami Anupam they left, then his whole days and night were passing like that. How? All is remembering them, all is remembering Krishna. And since then, he has seen Nityananda Prabhu and Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, God Nitai in Ramkeli. Since then, he is so much attached with the deity of Krishna and Balram. So, Srila Jiva Goswami has small little deities of Krishna and Balram. And he used to worship them. A small little boy, Jiva. And he used to worship Krishna Balram so nicely. He used to get flowers. He used to make garlands out of those flowers. He used to get offerings, what mother used to cook. Offerings used to come and give bhoga to the Lord, Krishna Balram. And in this way, he used to have Mahotsav. I mean, he used to always be attached to Krishna Balram. And sometimes he used to sleep also with Krishna Balram. Yeah. So, and like this, one night, he didn't get sleep. He didn't get sleep. He was simply crying that, where is my uncle? Where is my father? All Supreme Lord, be merciful upon me. Then I could again meet with my uncle at least. And he was always crying tears in remembrance of Krishna and Balram, in loving relationship with Krishna and Balram. So he was like always lamenting, I mean, the loss of association of Srila Rupa and Sanatana Goswami. Somehow or other, at somewhere around 3 o'clock, he got some sleep. And in sleep, he meets with Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Nityananda Prabhu. He meets with Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come in huge, heavy Harinama Sankirtan. And there, Jiva is also seeing that all the associates are there, Advaita Acharya, Gadadhar Pandit, Srivas Thakur, and all devotees are there. And Srila Jiva Goswami is seeing by his own eyes, and he's so happy. And you see that Krishna Balram, Nityananda Prabhu turns into Balram, and Mahaprabhu turns into Krishna. Yeah? And in this way, Mahaprabhu tells Jiva, so Jiva, now you are the Nityananda Prabhu's property. Okay? So you should take shelter of Nityananda Prabhu. In dream, everything is happening in dream. So after that, he gets up. And then he finds out, oh, it was a dream. It was where is Lord Chaitanya? Where is Lord Nityananda? You are again into tears. So somebody may think that, oh, it is just like hallucination. People say it's a hallucination. Your devotion is hallucination. There was one movie came, it was Munna Bhai, MBBS Munna Bhai, something like that, right? The sequel of that came also, in which he was saying, see, Mahatma Gandhi, he was reading out Mahatma Gandhi, was seeing the dreams of Mahatma Gandhi, he was talking with Mahatma Gandhi. So it's not a hallucination. I don't know whether it happens with anyone like this, as it told as it's shown in that video, in that movie. But when a pure devotee have dreams of Lord Sri Krishna and spiritual masters, spiritual teachers, then that is actually having great significance. It's not just ordinary thing. So Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has ordered Jiva that you go and take shelter of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. And Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu already left the world then. That was the time. Nityananda Prabhu was there. Lord Nityananda Prabhu was there. So he immediately, next day, he finds that I have to go, because Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told me in the dream that you have to go to Nityananda Prabhu. So he started from his home in Ramkeli. He took the boat, like Ganga comes from Ramkeli to Sridham Mayapur. The best mode of travel is take a boat, and wherever Ganga takes you, go there. Right? Before this was the way, and that's why All the prominent cities are there on the bank of Ganga.
Yes.
So for mode of travel, you don't need to go like by foot and by car, and just sit on the boat, good boat, and Ganga will take you. If you are fortunate to go downstream, that's it's easier and quicker. If you have to go to upstream, then you have to give a good, a good amount of money and good amount of toil. Yeah. So Srila Jiva Goswami, he started from there and he reached Siddha Mayapur bank of Ganga. Yeah. And there he searches out where is Nityananda Prabhu, where is associates of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because that was the time Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had just left after some years before some year, and most of his associates are also leaving because out of separation of the Lord. And some of them were there, like Srivas Pandit was there. Srivas Pandit was there. Then the widow of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Vishnu Priya, was there. The mother of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sachimata, was there also. So he started searching out where I'll go, who. There was no phone, there was no mail, nothing. That I'm coming, you keep my prasadam, Prabhu. I'm coming. There was nothing. Srila Jiva just came out of the boat. I was thinking where to go. But because they were so spiritually connected, that Paramatma was acting like a phone. Paramatma is there in everyone's heart. Same Paramatma, right? So Paramatma has already told Sri Vas Thakur that Sri Jiva is coming. Nityananda Prabhu is Krishna. Himself, he knew Jiva is coming. Can you imagine? So Nityananda Prabhu was in the house of Sri Vas Thakur. Nityananda Prabhu told that today Jiva is coming. Srivas Thakur? Yes. So Srivas Thakur said, yes, he is coming. So they all went to that place, to the bank of river Ganga where Jiva was coming. Jiva just took, left that boat there. So Srivas Thakur went to receive Sri Jiva Goswami, and he brought to the house and he met with Nityananda. And then all of them, they went, Nityananda Prabhu, Srivas Thakur, they went to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's house, right there where we had this darshan. Have you seen that? Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur constructed huge temple. So that's the place of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appearance place. Sri Jiva Goswami goes there and he takes shelter of Nityananda Prabhu fully. And Jiva Goswami tells that, oh Lord Nityananda Prabhu, you know which pastime took place where? Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did which pastime where? Can you please take me to those all pastime places? I want to see by my these eyes. Even though I am a child, but I want to see that. So Nityananda Prabhu, he took Jiva Goswami, only 2%. First Navadip Mandal Parikrama, 2%, Nityananda Prabhu and Jiva Goswami. And they were going from one pastime place to another pastime place, and every pastime place, by the divine arrangement, mercy of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they were able to see those associates also they have left. Nityananda Prabhu is there, means half of Krishna is there. So all of the associates are visible by Jiva Goswami, and he was able to go different places. So Mahaprabhu did this pastime here, Mahaprabhu delivered crocodile here, Mahaprabhu delivered this people here, Jagai Madai here, Mahaprabhu delivered Devanand Pandit here, Mahaprabhu delivered this and that, so many places. And Mahaprabhu also showed, Nityananda Prabhu showed that, see here, the Adbhut temple is going to come here after 500 years later on. After 500 years. So Jiva Goswami saw that also, Adbhut temple, which is being manifested now. So like this, Srila Jiva Goswami was instructed by Nityananda Prabhu. So now, Jiva, you are happy. You have visited all the pastime places of Lord. So now you should go to your uncles. Okay, you should go to your uncles. And before going to your uncles are there in Vrindavan. So you should go and assist them. So before going, you should go to Kasi. Kasi means Varanasi. And there is a great exalted vaishnava, philosopher and pandit and scholar. His name is Madhusudan Vachaspati. He is disciple of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Go and learn all that Vedic literatures, everything, darsanas and everything under him. So Srila Jiva Goswami goes first to Kashi and he learns there. He becomes like Prakand Pandit. Jiva Goswami becomes so much great Pandit that even his own guru, I mean the guru of Vedic literatures, Sanskrit and all these things, his name was what? Madhusudan Vachaspati in Kashi. In Kashi, Madhusudan Vachaspati used to go to different scholars and tell that, see, my Jiva, this student, is the glory of Kashi. He is the glory of Kashi. He knows so much. So much. In very short period of time, he learned like huge. And then he was blessed by Madhusudan Vachaspati. Srila Jiva Goswami leaves for Vrindavan. Again, there is no phone, there is nothing that he's coming to Vrindavan, where he'll go, what, nothing. First time going everywhere. Right? There was no Google map. So again, Paramatma, in the heart of Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami, all those Goswami, those who were there in Vrindavan, they're telling, Paramatma means for them, there is no Paramatma, for them there is Krishna only. For great souls like them, Paramatma doesn't enter, Paramatma had turned into Krishna, rather. So Krishna and Mahaprabhu have told that Jiva is coming, Jiva is coming. All of you go and receive Jiva. So Srila Jiva Goswami took off the boat in Vishram Ghat in Yamuna. And there he finds that all devotees are there. Sanatana Goswami, Rupa Goswami, Gopal Bhatta Goswami, these all are there. Bhagavad Goswami, like that, all are there to receive him. And they were brought to their association. And in this way, Srila Jiva, a very humble devotee, and they started staying in Vrindavan. He accepted Sanatana Goswami. Sanatana Goswami was the most senior, most person there in Vrindavan. But Sanatana Goswami entrusted Srila Jiva Goswami to Srila Rupa Goswami. You go to Srila Rupa Goswami. You are the disciple of Srila Rupa Goswami. You become the disciple of Srila Rupa Goswami. And Rupa Goswami Rupa Goswami accepted Srila Jiva Goswami as his disciple, and he trained him nicely. Even though he was such a Prakand Pandit, he trained him in all that menial services. Menial services means humble services. He used to wash utensils. He used to wash bathrooms. He used to do jhadu. So Jiva Goswami, Prakand Pandit, glory of Kashi, is doing jhadu. Having no grudge. This is the training, So most humble services Srila Jiva Goswami used to perform there under Srila Rupa Goswami. And in this way, he pleased Srila Rupa Goswami so nicely. He used to assist, he used to make pen for Srila Rupa Goswami. Pen, before this, preparation of pen was required. The pen was also be prepared because there was no ink pen. Fountain pen just recently came. And then after that, ball pen came. But before that, there was no fountain pen also. People used to just write upon the palm leaves. And those palm leaves also has to prepare nicely so that people could write there. So Srila Jiva Goswami used to prepare that palm leaf so that whatever would be imprinted, that will be permanent, a type of permanent. And a special type of pen were used. Feathered pen, something like that. So he used to prepare, Jiva Goswami used to prepare for Rupa Goswami to write pen and papers. The papers means palm trees, leaves, palm leaves. So these were the services. And at the same time, he used to assist in editing and all these things on the book. So he was a very humble devotee, very most humble devotee. One time, one great scholar and great devotee of the Lord in Vallabha Sampradaya, his name was Vallabha Sampradaya, Pushti Marga, he came to meet with Rupa Goswami. And he saw that compilation of Srila Rupa Goswami, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. And there, somehow that he could find out some apparent defect in the compilation of Srila Rupa Goswami. So he told that here could be something else. This could have been there. That will be better. Vallabhacharya told to Rupa Goswami. But Srila Jiva Goswami was assisting Srila Rupa Goswami. Jiva Goswami could understand that Vallabhacharya is now like. No, Rupa Goswami accepted it. Okay, it could be mistake. Acharya, it could be mistake. So humble, no? So devotees are not like Okay, how can I? You are correct, incorrect. I am correct. No. So there is how it could be incorrect. Thank you so much, Acharya ji, for correcting me. But Jiva Goswami was a small little fellow. He was able to understand that my spiritual master Rupa Goswami is being demeaned. So what he did, he went to Vallabhacharya, he paid obeisances, and he went to that particular reference where it was told that it should be corrected, and he proved that it is correct. What Rupa Goswami has wrote, it's perfectly correct.
Okay.
And Vallabhacharya, when he saw the erudite scholarship of Jiva, he was thinking, my God, if disciple is this, then who is Rupa Goswami? I had the audacity of instructing Rupa, and Rupa accepted also. But Jiva is super scholar. So then Vallabhacharya went to Rupa Goswami and told that, yeah, you are perfect, you are correct. Actually, I was mistaken. So immediately it was a change, and Rupa Goswami came to know that this is the karamat of Jiva. So Rupa Goswami came, Jiva, what you did, you offended a great Acharya. You offended him. Whatever I am correct, incorrect, what happened then? I accept it. Why did you tell that I am correct? You are not supposed to be in Vrindavan. The people, those who are arrogant like you and egoistic, they are not supposed to be here. You go, get lost from here. So Srila Rupa Goswami apparently banished Srila Jiva Goswami first. Then again Sanatana Goswami somehow that took him back again. So this time Jiva Goswami is having the defect? No defect. This is not the defect. This is the glory of a disciple, that he protects the glory of his spiritual master, even though he has to suffer. This is the glory. One should not be like, okay, spiritual master and Krishna is being defied, then one should feel like, okay, humble, okay, I should be humble. No, one should not be humble. One should be like Hanumanji, when Lord Ramchandra's purpose and cause were destroyed by Ravan. So he took the fiery steps. So Jiva Goswami was also like that. But he took it humbly. He did it humbly, right? So this was the situation. After some days, Rupa Goswami was once again accepted. At another time, one other great scholar came, mundane scholar. He was not a devotee. He was not a devotee at all. His name was Rupa Narayan. So this Rupa Narayan, when did he come? So he was challenging everywhere that I am greatest Digvijay Pandit of Bharatvarsha. So who will battle with me in Shastrartha? Please come. And if you admit that I get defeated by me, then please sign here. I got defeated by Rup Narayan, Digvijay Pandit, signed by Falana Falana. So he used to go from everywhere, one place to another, like Kashi, Kashmir, then in Bihar, Darbhanga, then Navadip. These were the places where scholars used to stay there before. And these were the universities, like Takshashila and all this. Right? And in South India, Kanchi, like this. So he used to go everywhere, and he was practically Digvijay. He was so powerful Pandit, and he used to go and do Shastrarth, and he used to defeat people. And he used to, after defeating the person who has got defeated, they has to give tax to him. Yeah, it was a condition. That was the time. And nowadays people they go from one place to another to play cricket and all. So this was a cricket before. So the person who got defeated, he has to give tax every month to that Pandit under whom they have got defeated. Rup Narayan came, and he was knowing that in Vrindavan there are two greatest scholars, Sanatana and Srila Rupa Goswami. So he went and challenged them. You are supposed to be the greatest Pandit of Vrindavan. So do you like to have a duel, a debate with me? The Rupa and Sanatana Goswami are most humble servant of the Lord. Where they have time to do this argument with this mundane scholar. So they are very humbly accepted it. Yes, we are not capable to fight with you, sir. You are great, you are greatest. We are most humble. We do not know any Shastra, nothing we know. So please accept us as a humble subordinate. So like this, Rupans, then he told, no, you have to sign. Okay, we'll sign it. That we have got defeated. So Rupa and Sanatana Goswami, both they signed that we have got defeated. So, but later on, and just after some days, people started telling, "Oh, Rupan Sanatana Goswami signed," but his name is Nis, no? What do you say, Bhatija? What do you say? So his name is Jiva.
Jiva.
He is upcoming greatest Pandit in better than Rupal Sanatana also. Unless you defeat him, your Divgaya scholarship and this is having no value. You will get fatigued. So go and first defeat Jiva. So he went, and Jiva also came to know that this fellow has somehow or other made Rupan Sanatana Goswami to sign his Vijay Patrika.
Jiva is not present personally. No?
Yeah, so Jiva came to know about this.
After that.
Jiva came to know about this. Yeah, Jiva came to know about this. So Digvijay Pandit, he went to Jiva, and Jiva Goswami told, "Yes, I am ready to have a duel with you." Yes, I can. We can have a debate. Jiva Goswami didn't tell that, okay, Rupan Sanatana Goswami, they are humble. So what do you think? You are very smart. Let's come. So both of them, they sat on the bank of Yamuna and they started having debate. So debate went for 7 days. And after end of the 7 days, on the 7th day, in front of everyone, so many scholars are around, Digvijay Pandit was smashed to dust. Yeah, smashed to dust. Sarvasar. Then he could pay obeisances to Jiva Goswami. Digvijay Pandit, my God, such a huge scholar is here. Srila Jiva. And Jiva Goswami says, I am just most menial, unqualified servant of Rupa Goswami, who has signed that I have got defeated. Please accept me as your servant. And everybody was telling, Jai, Jai, Jai. And Rupa Goswami, and Srila Jiva Goswami came to Rupa Goswami and tell that, Prabhu, what happened, today? So, Digvijay Pandit got defeated. So like this, not smashed, but got defeated like this. Humbly he told that. So he had little pride. Rupa Goswami took it very, very seriously. He told, Jiva, where you get the time so much to do this debate with this mundane scholar who had nothing to do with Krishna consciousness? Where did you get the time? Till now you didn't understand devotional service. What is devotional service? And you have the pride that you defeated. Or the pride, people of their pride, they cannot stay in here in Dham. Go out from here again. Jiva was again banished. Jiva Goswami paid obeisances to Rupa Goswami. It was not a laughing subject matter. It was very, very emotional subject matter. You should understand. So Jiva Goswami was never active. He never had the grudge against Rupa Goswami. Oh, I did for your glory, and no. This is the test. This is the way Rupa Goswami is testing, as well as to glorify Jiva Goswami more and more. That how much bhakti, Guru bhakti is there in the heart of Srila Jiva Goswami. How much? So Jiva Goswami, he still, again he leaves Vrindavan, he goes to Mathura. Leaving Vrindavan, one can goes to Mathura. So he went to started staying Mathura. And where he started staying? In one of the cave of a crocodile. He used to stay there, very humbly. And simply always keep crying tears for the Lord and for the association of Rupa and Sanatana Goswami. In this way, so many months passed. Sanatana Goswami came to know the very Jiva. Rupa Goswami told, this, it happened, and I told him to go out from Vrindavan. I don't know where did he go. So Sanatana Goswami was moving, and Sanatana Goswami was very, very friendly, sadhu, with all the Brajvasis. Even the Brajvasis, they used to speak so-called mundane talks. अरे मेरा गाय आज दूध कम दिया, मेरी बेटी की शादी नहीं हुई, अरे वहाँ पे उसके साथ वो झगड़ा कर लिया. So Brajvasi, they used to speak, but Sanatana Goswami used to go and talk with them. See, they were so most Krishna conscious, but still Sanatana Goswami was familiar as well as relevant to all the devotees in Braj. So once he was walking like this, even Sanatana Goswami used to be approached by husband and wife. If they have some fight, husband and wife will come and will say that, Baba ji, देखो ना ऐसा ऐसा हुआ, ऐसा ऐसा हुआ. Oh, आपने क्या बोला, उसने क्या बोला ऐसा. Then you should do this, you do this, you do that, then automatically all the problem gets solved. So this is Sanatana Goswami. So once he was moving, Sanatana Goswami was informed by Brajvasi that here is one great Tapasvi Baba here stays in crocodile hole. In 3 days he takes only once little rice and that also mixed with Yamuna water. Oh, so who is that? I never know about him. So who stays except other than Rup and me and Jiva here? I think he is Jiva. So he goes and sees that Jiva is sitting in Srila Jiva Goswami. And he calls him out of that place. And he again takes and embraces him. Sanatana Goswami embraces Jiva Goswami. And he becomes transcendentally angry upon Rupa Goswami. That Rupa Goswami did such a mistake. So I'll go and chastise him. So Jiva was taken by Sanatana Goswami to Srila Rupa Goswami. And there Sanatana Goswami is telling, Rupa, you forgot all the lessons of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Oh, I think one of the most prominent lesson of what Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave, you have fully forgotten about it. Can you please tell what are those lessons, what you have got from Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? So very humbly, Rupa Goswami started telling all that lessons, what he has learned from Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So in that one lesson comes Jiva Daya, means one should be compassionate to our living entities, those who are suffering in this material world, by giving Krishna consciousness to them. So one of the lessons of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Jiva Daya. So Sanatana Goswami is telling that, are you doing Jiva Daya? This is also Jiva Goswami, his name is Jiva. Are you being compassionate upon Jiva? Where is that? What you are following? You are not following it. So please accept it. So Jiva, he pays obeisance to Rupa Goswami, and Rupa Goswami embraces him tightly, and both of them cries tears. So by this, Rupa Goswami establishes that pride and Krishna consciousness go ill together, as well as to show the glories and the Guru Bhakti of Srila Jiva Goswami. He teaches in this way by banishing Srila Jiva Goswami. So Srila Jiva Goswami, he was such a humble servant. He became the most powerful scholar and devotee of Lord. And Srila Jiva Goswami, the one to whom Mirabai came to meet. Mirabai came to meet with Srila Jiva Goswami to have darshan of Srila Jiva Goswami all the way from Rajasthan. And he's the personality who wrote 4 lakh verses in Sanskrit, his own verses to explain all the philosophical tenets of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He wrote Sad Sandarbhas, Priti Sandarbha, Bhagavad Sandarbha, Paramatma Sandarbha, and then there are 3 more Sandarbhas. Like this, 6 Sandarbhas he writes. Gopal Champu and all that huge voluminous books in Sanskrit he writes. Srila Jiva Goswami. And his influence was so powerful that even Akbar comes to know that such a great devotee and a scholar like Jiva is staying in Vrindavan. So Akbar, he comes from Delhi to meet with Srila Jiva Goswami in Vrindavan. And by the devotion of Srila Jiva Goswami, he was moved. And Srila Jiva Goswami, he wanted to offer some service to Srila Jiva Goswami. Then Srila Jiva Goswami told that, if you want to do some service, then you can do some service, you can construct some temples for us. So Radha Damodar temple was constructed by Akbar. And other temples like Radha Govindji temple of Srila Rupa Goswami was constructed. And those temples are not temples like nowadays we see. The temples are palaces made by only rocks, granite rocks. Palaces, there are huge palaces. Radha Govind temple, the Aurangzeb who demolished Radha Damodar temple. Even though it is demolished some 3 stories by Aurangzeb, still it's looking like a huge palace. So like this all that different prominent temples were constructed by the patronage of Akbar. Akbar was a little okay guy. I mean, cannot be told to be perfect. Okay, he had some sentiment, some connection, some type of sympathy for the Vaishnavas. So like this, Srila Jiva Goswami was worshipping Radha Damodar Radha Damodar in Vrindavan. And those Radha Damodar deities were given by his spiritual master Srila Rupa Goswami. And that deity were himself carved by Rupa Goswami, so dear to Srila Rupa Goswami. So in this way, he used to worship Radha Damodar, as well as he used to write books and all that. He is the person who establishes first library to keep safeguard all that literatures of Srila Rupa and Srila Sanatana Goswami. Libraries. Jiva Goswami constructs a library in Radha Damodar temple where all that books could be nicely kept. And that library is still there. And that is the temple in which our dear Srila Prabhupada stays for 6 years before going to USA. Yeah. Srila Prabhupada wanted a place where he could get the vicinity of Srila Rupa and Srila Jiva Goswami, who is the like basis of the today's Krishna consciousness mission and movement. They are the basis. Rupa Goswami, then devotees are called Rupanugas. Jiva Goswami gave the philosophical basis, most scientific philosophical basis of Krishna consciousness movement. So Srila Prabhupada used to stay inside that Radha Damodar temple. Srila Prabhupada had 2 rooms. Those rooms are still there, and Srila Prabhupada still sits there. And he used to meditate upon Rupa and Sanatana Goswami. In that temple, just nearby, in that premise only, there is Samadhi of Srila Jiva Goswami and Srila Rupa Goswami also in Radha Damodar temple. And Srila Prabhupada used to have intense meditation. And once Rupa and Sanatana also came from Golok Vrindavan to show Srila Prabhupada, to give instructions to Srila Prabhupada. And now there is 2 great sages, I mean, not sages, could we say, 2 great vaishnava in Vrindavan. One is in Sampradaya of Radha Vallabh Sampradaya, and one is of Radha Ramanji temple. So they used to be child when Srila Prabhupada in 1960s used to write translation in English of Srimad Bhagavatam. They used to be child, and they used to come from their temples to Radha Damodar temple to play. And why? Because Radha Damodar deity means, Damodar means playful Krishna. He's a boy, a small little child, right? So Radha Damodar doesn't bother if children are playing into his premise. So when they were child, they used to come from their places to play balls nearby in the temple. And they still remember that His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada used to come out from the room, his own room, and he used to distribute prasadam, sometimes samosa, sometimes rasgulla, to these boys. And they are now great Vaishnavas, like very famous in Vrindavan. They are old now. Then they were child only. So like this, Srila Prabhupada prepared his mission, the blueprint in Radha Damodar, which is nothing but axiom, the pivot of his spiritual world. It is a spiritual world's pivot, Radha Damodar temple. Yeah. So like this, Srila Jiva Goswami given such a oceanic literary contribution. And because of that, so many universities have their separate department to research and to study and research the literatures of Srila Jiva Goswami. Jiva Goswami literature department is there, like in the BHU, is a different department to study the works of Srila Jiva Goswami. And there are so many institutions on the name of Srila Jiva Goswami. Jiva Institution of Higher Philosophy or something like Science and all these things. There are plenty of them. So today's the disappearance of Srila Jiva Goswami. Jiva Goswami is the one who actually organized the first book distribution Harinam Sankirtan party. Srila Jiva Goswami was the instructor and teacher of most prominent Gaudiya Vaishnavas. There were 3 in numbers, and they were Srinivas Acharya first, then Narottam Das Thakur second, and third Syamananda Pandit. These all 3 personalities, they came from eastern horizon of India. Like Syamananda Pandit, he came, Dukhi Krishnadas before, he came from Bengal, and just near Nadia. There is a place called Ambika Kalna. He comes from there. He was a disciple of Hridaya Chaitanya. Then Srinivasacharya comes from Jajigram. Then Narottam Das Thakur also comes from Bangladesh. There is a place called, there is a very beautiful name. So from there he comes. And all the three, they get trained under Srila Jiva Goswami. And all the books were compiled. Then Nityananda Prabhu's wife, Nityananda Prabhu was left, but his wife, her name was Janava. And she none other than Lakshmi. So Janava Devi told to Srila Jiva Goswami, why don't you send those all books? The mission of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has to expand now by those all books what you have wrote. So please send them here in Bengal. Right? So Jiva Goswami took that instruction and immediately made that all arrangement and how these books could be sent again to Bengal. So he made this team of Srinivasacharya, Samananda Pandit and Narottam Das Thakur. All they took huge Belgadi all the way from Vrindavan to Bengal. Can you imagine? Belgadi used to come from Vrindavan to Bengal. Nowadays, we just take a train in just 18 hours you reach here. But it was like 2 months journey. 2 months journey. So they used to come and then there are so many pastimes took place. And the first Harinam Sankirtan party were organized by Srila Jiva Goswami. And in this way, that mission of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spread more and more and more, and is still spreading more and more and more, and it will keep spreading for next 10,000 years according to Brahma Vivarta Puran. So we have such a huge opportunity to take part in this mission of Harinam Sankirtan. It is directly associated with Lord Sri Krishna. If somebody takes part in this Harinam Sankirtan movement by chanting the holy names of Lord Hari loudly, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, and out of great compassion, trying to reach out others, because people are suffering because of ignorance of this knowledge. The relationship with them, relationship of theirs with Krishna, they do not know it. So it's a great responsibility of devotees that not only get benefited by chanting the holy name, but also, if possible, not possible, by your capacity, best capacity, trying to reach out others. That's the mission of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Jari Rekho Tariko Krishna Upadesh. Yes. Whoever you see, just tell him to chant and please plead him and request him to chant the holy name. Okay, so today we would like to pray to Srila Jiva Goswami so that he could be merciful upon us, so that we could also be able to do some service and able to connect more and more people toward the mercy and compassion and love of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, mission of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, so thank you so much all of you for joining today. Here have we with us Akash Prabhu, Anindra Prabhu, Arka Prabhu, Chiranjeev Prabhu, Raghu, Ram Prabhu, Rohit Prabhu, Sugam Ghosh Prabhu. Thank you so much all of you, and thank you all of wonderful devotees here sitting offline. So if you have any question, query, any comment, you can quickly ask, and then we shall stop here. Okay, I don't think you have any question, query. Okay, so let's stop here. Thank you so much, all of you. Remain blessed. Remain always in Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna. Gaur Premanande. Prabhupada ki jai. Jiva Goswami Prabhupada ki. Gaur Premanande.